Okay, back for part 2. Oh, and there's a weather warning coming in. All right. My windows all situated here. Okay, if anybody joins the live chat me up so I can see if we're running okay. You can hear and see me. Meanwhile, I'm going to carry on with collage. Oop. Quite a little mess going here. So I was streaming a little while ago and had to stop for dinner. It's coming off the grill, so I didn't want to miss that. So now, let's see, I'm going to cut some of these out. Put some of these more solid. It's kind of crooked, but that's okay. Hey, Matt. How you doing? Hey, Kathy, Linda, Jan. Oh, that's weird, Jan. I know they're so hit or miss with the notices. You know what? I never get a notice when Xandra goes live, and I never even see her in my YouTube feed when I go to my subscriptions. If she was live, I should see her at the top of my subscriptions. I don't see her there. I don't know what is up with that. I do not know. Tin Blue. I'll just plop a couple of these around and see what that looks like to put some stark black in there. Okay, get that out of the way. Get this. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Who knows? Who knows, Jan? Need another paper towel. Piece of deli. All right, let's put a little bit more down here. Oh, here they are. I was going to say, I know I just had a few of these. Hello. All right. Let's throw a little bit of this in. And some spots that need a little something. This looks kind of dull over here to me. I'm gonna throw something in there. They didn't look as glorious as I thought. Hey, Z. Jan, what happened to your eye? I must have missed something. God forbid. Oop. It slid all over the place. had eye surgery last week. It was good. Eyes still blood red. Did you have, what kind of surgery, Jan? Was there a problem, or did you have corrective surgery done, or? Oops, where'd that go? Oh gosh. I need about a month down here to sort and clean out. Out of control yet again. All right. Oh, get out of there. Oh, police. Police. There we go. This has got a lot of white around it, so I'll put this in a darker spot, maybe. Maybe not. You know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to put it on the edge somewhere. Come on. Let me pick you up. Somebody say something in chat for me, please. I don't know if I blipped out or you guys are just quiet. I didn't see Jan answer the question, so I'm thinking maybe. Oh no, there we go. It's on. These channels will tempt you to go shopping, that's for sure. All right, it's working. Thank you. Where am I going to put you? This whole circle globe thing here didn't work out like I was hoping it would. I really like this edge that's going on up here. Well, you're going somewhere. I just stuck you on my finger. I wonder what it would look like right there. Just bumped in there. More of that orange show. Just overlap there. Just for giggles. Let's try that. Hey, Deb. Hey, Linda. CB. Hello, hello. All right, hold on to your lunch. I'm going to move this around a minute. I feel like I need more punch in a couple places. I wonder if I put that there. Or maybe there in this intersection. That's what I'll do. This feels, I told Dave, I said, it feels like Sunday night, but it's really like a Saturday night. We don't have to go to work tomorrow. Now, where did I have that I was going to so brilliantly place? Oh, right here on this intersection. That's what I said. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Brooke. All right. One of these I'm going to put somewhere. Where am I going to put you? Oop. Stuck to my finger. Maybe I didn't have enough on there. Oh, hi, Lillian. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm working on putting a collage together that I'm going to cut up for ATCs. Where am I going to put this little rascal? These are all going to get cut up. I don't like this bit right there with all those. I don't know. That won't cover that though. Well, hang on. South Australia. Cool. One of my good friends has been in Australia for, gosh, I don't know, maybe 15 years or something. She's moving back home next week, actually. Where am I going to put you? Where am I going to put? I'm putting you somewhere. I'm putting you somewhere. I think I'm going to go right there. Cover up some of that silver, but it didn't pop like I wanted it to anyway. So we're not going to worry about that. Okay, now I want to put, where did I put those? That fiber, those upper right top needs black. Upper right top. So which is your right? This right or this right? This right? Hey, Amalia. Yeah, when I look at it, if this was going to be a finished piece, I would have done a completely different approach. But I know it's going to get all get cut up, and I'm not quite done yet. And I like the way that looks right there, so I don't really want to cover that keyboard side. Yeah, this side. Kind of like the way that looks over there. I don't want to, yes, I agree it could use some black, but I don't want to cover any of that up right there on that purple. I think what I might do is use my black Molotow where I used the silver one the other day. I might use the black one. Put a little more pops of black in there that are smaller. But next I want to get these slapped down. I love this stuff. I got these 12 by 12 sheets at Dick Blick. And it is called Whimsy White 12 by 12 SB 2520. If somebody usually asks me that. This one happens to have the sticker on it. I just love how this stuff melts right into the paper. Hey, Ashley. Come on. There we go. I don't know. That point's kind of interesting. I might leave that on there. All right. Get rid of this stuff. Let's see what we got. This one's, I'm going to put this one on an edge. It's kind of already cut out for an edge. And maybe this I'll put over here because that stuff will still show through. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Maybe I'll put that one right there. I'm not wild about how those things are looking. I had a brilliant, in my head, they look brilliant. And again, what goes on in there? Everything looks great in my head. I like how that just kind of melts to nothing. And you just see these puffy fibers giving a lot of dimension and a little pop of white in there. And that'll dry pretty clear, actually. Hey, Christy. All right, so there's 1, 2. Where am I going to put you? I don't know. Let me get her all glued up here. Then I'll make a panic decision and slap it somewhere. I want to, I always, to my eye, I'm trying to make it look balanced and everything, but that's where I get myself hosed up because I'm cutting it all up. It doesn't matter. I don't need a focal point. I don't need to balance anything. They're going to be cut up into ATCs, so. I don't know. I think that right there wouldn't hurt to go right there. That's where it's going. That's where she's landed. All right, turn this puppy around. I'll have enough of these to last for, and I left a donut behind somewhere. Let's assume that went there. See if I can get that glued down. There we go. I'm going to put you and you. Something can go in here. That's kind of a mishmash of stuff. That's really pretty there with that Laguna showing through. All right. Hey, Robin. Oh, shoot, I just thought of something. Which has nothing to do with anything that I'm doing at the moment. Is Joan back on here? It's late for her. For those of you who were on earlier where I said I wanted to, I was going to start a swatch book and I was going to put it in the binders that Joan and Paul brought over for me that I saw that I wanted to get my hands on. And I realized I already punched all that watercolor watercolor paper for a 3-hole punch. And that's a 2-hole binder. I mean, I can punch it again, but you know what I'm saying. But I think they would be the perfect binders for it. I actually went and made a couple custom binders. They're not in yet, with art on the front of them. Thinking that would have been real clever. And I forgot I had those with all the color wheel and all that stuff on there. Silly girl. Honestly. Which way does that go? This way. Oh, I don't know. Some of that's pretty cool. Oh, hell with it. There we go. It's only a piece of paper, right? How many times have I said that? Hey, Tanya. All right, now that is really pretty wet right now. So we're going to have to endure the heat gun yet another time. And then I got to I'm going to do something else. All right. Glue boogers. I don't like glue boogers. Oh, thanks, Robin. I just saw a comment from a couple minutes ago. A little slow on the uptake here with the chat tonight. Be done. I'm glad I tried it with putting that tissue down first with the gold dots on it. Because it's really cool how that just kind of floats through there. You can, all the layers, you can still see some of it. That's still a little damp. Oh, thanks, Rhonda. Yeah, I like those. I started this by just gluing down the tissue with the gold dots on the plain watercolor paper. And then everything else is on top of it. The watercolor, all the collage, everything. It's whatever stuck out, stuck out. Get some of these bad boys down here. Let's see. We're going to use a little papa. Or I don't know. Do I want black? God, that was a crooked line. Lordy. Put a little bit on there. Hey, Chris. Wow, there's not much, now that I'm actually looking at this, I don't see much of an area. And this is beating up on that silver paint that's on there. No, not a lot of real estate. That's that's my goal, is to try to get it kind of busy, but I excelled at this one. Wow. If I just go up here with this one and into that circle. Oh my. There really isn't a whole lot of places to go here without covering something up that I don't want to cover up. I might take a white pen and go around those when they dry. Do you have a Dick Blick neck close to you, Chris? What brand is the silver paint pen? That's PBO. PBO 4 artist marker, and it's brilliant gloss silver. That's the silver one. Oh, it's glue. All right, not feeling it. I think I need to brighten it up with some rings of a color, but I think I might even go silver. There's a little bit of other silver stuff in the background. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, actually, I think I have a small one of those, Debbie, now that you mention it. Wonder where that would strategically be. Actually, I have the, what is this? This is the Firepoint silver. Maybe I'll use these to go around those black bits. All right, let me dry this a little bit more. Well, let me time to think. I gotta think. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Put a little more silver in there and then maybe some silver rings over it. With my little trusty mason jar lid. The watercolor really did stay darker on here with that tissue, the way it absorbed. It didn't lighten up as much like it does on watercolor paper. Interesting. This is part 2 of the second one. I did one all thumbs the other day. Oh, thanks, Teresa. And cut that one up. And then this one, I wanted to try something new. I had this tissue paper with the gold dots on it that you see throughout there. And before I put anything on, my first layer was gluing that down. And then everything else went on top of that. And of course, the watercolors I put on resisted it most places. And you can still see them shining through the whole thing little places, which is what I was hoping for. All right, this one is the silver, but it's a finer tip. Now let me see if I can get my big head. Oh Lord, move those. out of the way. My hand's so shaky, I can't draw these rectangles, so they come out real scratchy. But I've come to embrace that style. Let's call it a style, shall we? So, Chris, this is the same pen I showed you, just 4mm tip instead of the 15, like that big one that I was using. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's all right. I'll do it now. Keep it consistent. All right, so that's got a little bit of the silver in those. Pretty shiny. Oh, I like shiny. Yes, I do. I wonder what this would look like if I just kind of went like this. Pretty cool, actually. Little silver dots. Use my hand steady enough to make it look somewhat like a circle-ish. All right. I'm not paying that close attention to chat, as you may guess. Let's do something around here. All right. And now what? Hey, Gail. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Glad you could join us live. All right, now let's see. I wonder what some of the gold dots would look like if I circled them with the silver pen. Wonky probably is the answer there. Let's do a couple down here. Yeah. I'm going to do a couple here and there. Hey, Shauna. I might just do one here and there like that, like when they're darker here and not standing out as much with the layers over them. That's what I think I'll do. Again, these are all getting cut up. So doesn't really matter if I do one here and not there, because no one will be the wiser unless one of you guys squeal. All right. All right, I don't want to overdo it. Although these are kind of dull right here. See if I can bring those back up to the forefront again like that. Maybe that one right there. All right. Back away from the silver pen. Hit this with the heat gun a little bit more. That's what I do when I need to stall so I can think. Yeah, this is on watercolor paper. There's a lot of layers. So I'm not making a collage to frame. It's way too busy for that, but I made it that busy on purpose because I intend to cut it up and use it. I use the ATCs as little thank you notes in my Etsy orders. Teresa, you and Randy look like you're having fun with your the classes that he's teaching. All right, so I'm thinking about a little of that silver pen that I just put away around this circle here. Bring that out a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay. Oh, you're both teaching. Cool. Oh, fun. When I retire, I might think about doing something like that. All right, let's get some silver down here. Is this lid on here? Yeah. Oh. Oh, geez, it was. I thought I had another. Oh, here it is. I was going to say, I thought I had a pad of this with just one sheet left. Yes, this is what I did the watercolor that I made earlier on. But I think I'm going to do silver on this. Investigating how to start tutorials via YouTube. Like live ones, Teresa, or do you just mean having a YouTube channel? Maybe they have another platform I'm not aware of. Highly likely. I'm going to put it right over where this watercolor was mixed and see if I pick up a little of that pigment in the paint. Oh, YouTube channel. You should. You should maybe do like a Skillshare class. Editing is a total pain in the ass, if you ask me. Nobody did, but I'm just saying. I hate editing. That's why I do lives. All right, let's get some silver bumps on here. There's a new streaming platform, Teresa, called StreamYard. I haven't looked into it yet, but I plan to. When that's going to happen, that's a whole nother story. Zoom is a good one too. We use Zoom at work, but I think you have to pay for that to get any kind of real usage out of it. Cece actually has a Zoom that she uses for her Patreons at times, which is a lot of fun because you can get people working live on their cameras with you. I need more paint. Don't be stingy with the paint. Kayla, you made it. Thank you for all the ribeye alerts earlier, Gayla. I can run amok, you know. These bright ones down here with that silver around them are really kind of pretty, if I must say so myself. I know this looks really overdone. I can hear you. I hear you. It's intentional. Really. It really is. Even drop it and schmutz it around, doesn't really matter. Let me see. Whoo, Lord, are you getting busy? I might have overdone you. But let's just okay. Okie dokie, let's pile this up on another pile. And we're back to the heat gun, and I'm going to cut this bad boy up. What is the measurement of 9 ATC cards on one sheet? Not 100% sure what you're asking, Ashley, but this is 11 by 15. This is 11 by 15, and I will cut this 4 strips of each one 3.5 inches long this way, and I'll have a little border left wherever I choose to lose that border in between that doesn't look that interesting. And then I take those strips and cut them 2.5 inches this way and end up with 4 across and a little bit of an edge. Photograph that before you cut it up, right? Hey, Josie. It's so crazy wild. I don't. I'm not following in there, Mickey. Stamping on top of what? Did I say something about stamping? Yeah, this has all kind of stuff. This has stamping, collage, watercolor, tissue paper, copy paper, paint pens, and acrylic paint. It's got all kind of stuff on here. Yeah, now at this point it's too rough to stamp on. It's really kind of thick with layers. And we're beyond the capability of stamping. Unless you'd have a really tiny stamp that you wanted to pop in the holes. Okay. Is the whimsy organza stuff hard to cut in paper cutter? I've never cut it in a paper cutter, Deb. I've always just cut the circles out with scissors. But it is pretty fragile. That stuff that holds this together is really fine and sheer. All right. So cutting ATC is no. Oh, no, not when it's on here. I can cut this for sure. That cuts easy. I'm sorry. I thought you meant if I just had a sheet of that paper and tried to cut that on the cutter. I think that would be a little tricky. But this, yeah, my cutter will cut right through this. And some of these are probably 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 and maybe 5 layers thick in some places. The black and white target pieces are no. The black and white pieces are what I printed. I made up designs on the computer and printed them on a laser printer. So these are just copy paper. This black one, these swirls, they're all, and the stripes, they're all copy paper. The like mulberry paper that you're calling it is probably these swirls here. See these fuzzy, they were a sheet of paper, but it's that what holds those fibers together, those rings of fiber together, is so sheer that it just disappears when I glue it down. No, these are just bond paper. All right, let's cut this bad boy up. Yeah, and you got to use a laser printer because otherwise when you put the wet matte medium or any paint or whatever on it, you can smear it up. Okay, so this cutter's really good though. I've had this thing for years. It was not cheap, but it was well worth the money. Okay, so I'm measuring down the page 3.5 inches. And then I'm going to take this one and cut it this way at 2.5, which will give me 4 cards and a little strip. So wherever I feel like there's a dead zone in there, like if this piece right here might end up on the end, I might cut that off and be the discard. Yeah, Tom, I don't have the meat sweats yet. No meat sweats as of yet. And as I'm going through here, like I really like a lot of the stuff on the bottom there, where how shiny those gold circles and the silver look on that dark paint. I don't think I want to lose that bottom edge, so I might go 3.5 off the bottom there and save that before I just keep cutting straight down the page, right? I can decide where I want to lose it. And that's cool because that one came right off on the top again. All right, so now let's see. Let me see where 3.5 puts me. Night Gale, thanks for joining. I'm glad you got to join a little bit. Here's some ink for inkjet printers that are waterproof. Just don't make me. Which ones right now? Great, CB. Remember when I used my inkjet printer and I printed on those shiny round labels that were a gloss label, and it stuck on there, and I collaged over those and everything, and nothing moved. And that was on my my regular old cheapy inkjet printer. So that's going to go there. I'm not sure I'm attached to any of those. All right, let's see what we get there. And now let's see what we get here. All right, I'm going to keep this bit and lose this bit. So here's the strip I end up with, right? Which still looks kind of cool on its own. In its own right. Oh, okay. Mike Deacon. Okay. Hey, Janice. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I know I want to keep this edge over here. So this is the 2.5 cut. So these are 3.5 by 2.5, right? And I'm just going to cut that one there. That's kind of dead right in there. I like this edge. So 2.5 there. I don't know. Two and a half. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off over here. That's taking me down to 3, and then I'm going to come over this way and take another half off this side. So see, you can get real particular about which pieces you want to keep. Yeah, they're kind of underneath of there too, Gayla, the orange. So I like this. I'm going to keep this. That end there is, whew, that's not nice. I don't mind cutting that off. So this will go this way and lose this dead spot over there. That could happen, Tom. I love the lagoon on that purple, though. Oops, hang on. Backwards can't. Oh, shoot. Oh, my goodness. It's backwards. See how that lagoon came on that dark purpley blue? Mama like that. And see how just that little sliver of that circle came on that one, but it's kind of cool. Now that's one where that circle came out just right on there. Actually, I kind of like that one. I do. That's kind of dead there. Let's go this way, 2.5. Oh, and that's my round circles down there that I liked. I'm going to go this way. Okay, there's that. On a rare occasion, Gayla, I might have an idea that actually works. Let's see. I love this over here. I'm going to go this way and save that. And I love it when it cuts the circles in half. 2. This will be a pretty one here. And see, it did look kind of cool with the checkers on the top from that strip I glued on the top edge of the paper. Now, what do I want to lose? I know, I got to go this way. Okay, so now they're cut up. Work with me. Okay, so actually what I might do this time is go ahead and hit these with the pull you in a little bit tighter. That might be too much. Oops. So I'm going to take my Molotow paint marker, 15 millimeter nib, and I'm just going to take pick a card, any card. Where's my sweet spot? Right there. Okay, and just drag that down and frame it. Give it like a finished edge on it, which looks good against that black and white, I think, or against any part. All right, so there you go. There's one. There's that printed paper down the bottom, Gala, that you liked. Some pictographs underneath. All right, so each one becomes a little, well, they're not all works of art. I don't want to use that language too loosely. It's like the Dina Wakley's puke on a page theory. If you really like overload a page and just overdo it so that it looks like barf, and then you punch a little hole out of it or cut a strip off of it and use it against something, you know, the appropriate background, whether it's dark or light, it looks fabulous. And she is right about that. So if you do a whole collage or something and you don't like it, cut that bad boy up. Keep throwing more on it and then cut it up. Volatile cocktail. So I think I'm going to, once I do these, you can paint your shoes with that marker. I'm not sure how polished they'd be. I think they might end up a little on the matte finish side. Speaking of painting shoes, going into the fall, I'll be able to wear my painted dance goes again. Oh my. This one I really like. I really like this one. I'll show you this close up. Even though I dunked up the bottom and they're all wonky, kind of adds to its charm. And I like that bright blue coming through that silver and the 2 pops of gold on it. I like that one. I do. Those that shiny paper where I cut those little dots out of earlier. Where are you? This. Remember that? How shiny and pretty that was? It didn't last like that under matte medium. See how dull that is now underneath of there? Let's see. Is there any that are sticking out that are... Well, this one's kind of brighter. Oop, hello. Focus. Come on. Oh, hell with it. You could, if you were that concerned about it, you could go back at this stage and add more to each little one, or add little tiny white, black dots, little, you know. Oh, I didn't splatter anything. Oh my goodness. How did I do that? That one's kind of cool. Oops, wrong way, moving the wrong way. I like that one. This one I like because of all the different colors in the center of that. And then that stark black and white. You can't hate that, people. More gold. That's always a good thing. More gold. Oh, you know what I probably could have done? Hang on. Put the black pen down. Hang on a minute. Like this one, are you talking about, Tom? It's a stamp of my pictographs I put in there with some silver ink on a real early layer. They're kind of underneath some of them. The black that you see is a scrapbook paper. It's not a scrapbook paper, I think. See all the fibers in the paper? I'll show it to you on the sheet. Are those symbols that you mean? They are this paper collaged in there. And see those fibers? It almost goes transparent and just the fibers in the print show. That's a Dick Flick paper too, but I don't know what it is. It doesn't have a sticker on it. The black writing. So that must be what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. I know it. Look, I don't know what it is, but I love it. I love that kind of stuff. So I'm going to take my gold marker, but that looks so dark. That's not a pretty gold. As pretty as the drawing, it doesn't look that bad. Let me take one of these little pieces. I was thinking, what if I border them in gold instead of black? Or that chrome silver, maybe. Let's let that dry and see what that looks like. As much as the silver is like chrome, the gold is kind of, if I gotta say so. I like shiny gold. But let's try this on here, the silver. Let's see what we get. Oh, hello, lover. Oh my, that's making the rest of the silver on there really pop. Oh, and that was kind of a boring card. But now, I don't know, am I going to be able to show you? The silver edge on there. Kind of pulled it all together. I like that. And the old one, it's there, but it's not much. Come on. Focus. Why won't you? Well, you can see that it's not that shiny, right? So let's do something like this long, all this black on here with the silver against it. Oops, I ran off. And this silver one is not acrylic. This is oil. And it does have a smell to it, but it is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. See just that little, oh, hello, going backwards. Sorry about that. That little edge on there. I like it. Here's a little chunk with a lot of that print on it. Okie dokie. I'm going to pull one of these back that's got a lot of silver on it and see what happens when I go over this black with the silver. Because I really like that one. Why didn't I think of this earlier? Oh, that's almost like it's double matted. Oh. Look at you. You can still see the black. Real finely. Come on. Focus for mama. Sorry, I'm trying to get my hand underneath there. I like that silver on there. I might go back. I might go back. Like this one's kind of dull. Let me go back with that. See if I can. Has the potential to brighten that one back up again. Well, it definitely helps. This one right here needs a little something, something. Oh, I haven't had one leak yet. Lordy, that wouldn't be good. Yeah, look. Yeah, this silver one is oil-based, Deb. Wow, I think I like the silver better than the black. This one's kind of dull. Yeah, I like the silver too, especially with the silver bits that are in the piece anyway. It just kind of, I mean, I always like just the black, but what do you know? I'm liking the silver better. Oh my goodness, as Oakley would say. I think he wants to do another video. He hasn't done one for a while. Oh, I don't know if that's true or not, but hello out there in YouTube land. Oh, let's see. I think I'm going to do them all in silver. Yeah, Oakley's video producer has not been, not had the time since she went back to work. Yeah, thanks, Linda. Adds a little pizzazz. This one will look cool, silver, with all the silver that's on it. Like, see that one? Yes, indeed. That was a good discovery. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, there's one that I wasn't that wild about. I might try the gold on something bigger than just those little bits. That little bit here. And give the gold a shot. I don't know. I like that one. I had one here that I wasn't that wowed about. Let me have a little look-see. This one. All right. That's okay, Gail. I didn't need those 250,000 other followers. You finally jumped on one. All right, now this is the gold. And I already put black and then silver on it. So I'm going to try to lean this into it a little bit and make it go over the silver. Oh, it's coming out like a champagne where it's blending with the silver. Actually, you know what? It's not blending with the silver. Is this one oil? Yeah, this is oil-based too. I don't know if the silver is resisting it. Oh, interesting. Still, Need a little drinky. Dave got me some orange vanilla Diet Coke. It's not bad, actually. I don't drink a lot of diet sodas, but every once in a while. That's all right, Gail. I'm no further behind than I was to start with. Who needs it? What the hell? How am I gonna... There we go. I know I came out of the... Oh, I almost shoved that whole thing over. Good God. Okay. So now, do I want to do the 3D stuff? Sling them over there and then call it a night again? I could have been a star. Could have been a contender. There, we get these out of harm's way. Pull this down. Little protective barrier. Now, the question is, what color do I put over these? Or do I even do it? These look like they came off of a different... Let me zoom you back out. That's a little too tight for this. A lot of coulda, shoulda, woulda there. Stella. Okay, now. I don't know. I think it might have to be black. I don't even really have to do these, you know. I don't. This is the one that's got the lagoon over that dark purple and the dark Mayan dark paint. And the one, see where that pigment is down there on that bottom edge? That's the lagoon over that darker paint. Yeah, I think black is the way to go. That one does look kind of champagne, though, where the gold and the silver mixed. That didn't really mix. Hi, Deb. Thanks, Brooke. Yes, thumbs. It was. It was. I took a piece of watercolor paper and I glued down the tissue with the dots, and I dried that a little bit, and then I went right over that with watercolor. If you go back to my earlier stream this evening and look at the very first part of that, you'll see what I did to get it started. The watercolors dry on this tissue than they would have on watercolor paper. They came out darker. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's sling a little bit of this. Do I want to do anything else? Because that's kind of like a real buzzkill once I do that, because then it's over. It's all over. Yeah, what the hell? What time is it? 9:30. The black line will cross over the edges now. Yeah, that's okay. It'll make it look more 3D. I thought about that. Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. Oop, that one farted right on there. See what I mean? Best laid plans. You still get a little toot here and there. So I'm going back to look at each one. A lot of these only have 2 threads running through there, which is okay. This one needs a little something, something right there. Put 2 double ones on there. Okay. Back away from the tulip paint. My paint farted. Not me. Don't look at me. Okay. So there's that rascal. That ought to hold me for a while. Covered it in foil and let it sit in the fridge. Oh, I missed something. Oh, that's what they all say, Amalia. Hey, Patty. All right. Yeah, so now I got to rethink that whole swatching deal that I was going to do in the 3-ring binders. And now I'm thinking of those 2-ring binders because that's what I was originally going to use them for. I forgot I had them. Put them away. Joan brought those over last summer for me. Oops, get off of there. But they are really cool binders, and that's pretty much what they're for. So I think I'm going to revert and not use the custom ones for that I got. I'll use that for something else. God knows what. I don't know what I'll use those for. But I'll use them for something. Okay, so I'm thinking about doing something else with this little bit of watercolor that's in here. How it's dry. I want to try this again after it's sat for a while and not really hardened up, but this is completely dry now. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, there it kind of hit that pink bronzy rose color. I have one that kind of turns that color, but it doesn't have the blue in it like that. And then see the edges of the blue go purple. Do it this way. Maybe you can. Oh, this backward camera is going to be the... Oh, see where it's hot pink there by my thumb? Focus. Right just where it's folded like that. But this green one, this turns some really beautiful blue-green colors. And it's really pretty smooth, actually. But I want to try it again since it sat for a little while. So I'm going to just put a little bit of water on my brush. It's not firm. It's still liquidy, actually, which I figured it would be. It was only a little while ago. Now watch, I'm going to get this in the black stuff here. Now I'm going to be off the damn thing. Hold on. Here we go. I'm going to screw this up. You just watch me. Come on. See the different color pigments bouncing around in there? Hello. trying to remember where I did get them. I got them on Etsy. I wonder. Hey, wait a minute. Let me go. Let me try putting little lines or something in there with these. Put a little something on a couple of these and see what happens. Let's come in here. That's really pretty on that Mayan dark blue. Oh, you know what? Why don't I put it on one of these black circles up here? Now, where would I put that? Dots? Just some marks? I don't know. Oh, hell, do I have my arm in the stuff down here? Most likely. Oh, yeah, Z, drop the link in there for your shop. For those of you who are new or first time or may not know, Zandra Scraps to Beauty has an online store with a ton of the products that we use and some handmade watercolors. You should check that out for sure. Paint and Paper Studio. Paint and paper. See, just what I said. Planted my own seed when I said, you can even add to this afterwards. Oh, it's like I'm brilliant or something. Okay, I could sit and just do this all night, which doesn't seem that productive. I got this Neptune Princeton 10 round, and I've been using the silver black velvet. They're always the ones I grab, but now since I got this one, I've been grabbing that one. I like that brush. All right, let me see if I can show you the little bits that I put down this edge of the black and white there. Oh, Lord, this camera. See just those little tiny little lines in there. Where else did I put them? On this one. They're still drying, right? I just splashed them around here and there. Down the edge on that one. The Paul Rubin brushes. I did get the one pink mop. Oh, but you know what? I was taking I'm right in the middle of it, actually. That's what I'm going to do when I sign off here. Go finish watching this Skillshare class. Hang on, let me pop over to the window. I'll tell you who it is. Holy phone. It's called Watercolor and the Wedge Brush. And the wedge is a little different than the triangle or dagger or anything. And she had a link to an Etsy shop where she bought a set of them. And don't you know, I accidentally bought a set. Hang on, I'll try to find the link for you guys. Purchases. Okay. But these look like what she's doing with making leaves and vines and flowers. Really super easy. Hang on. That's the Etsy shop. Error, try again. I can't put my own links in that I want to put in. Oh, probably because that's through my purchases page, maybe. Sweet mama, hold on. Oh, nope, there we go. All rolling into the cards. Great. Can I find it that way? Okay, let's try this. Lordy, lordy, lordy. It should be easier. Oh, you guys are seeing the link? There you go. I guess it just didn't want me putting it how I linked it from my purchases page. Maybe there was some kind of block in there for my account. I don't know, but let me go back to it's here's the name of the class. That's the name of the class. Jen Sweeney. I know a bunch of you are probably members at over in Skillshare. It did work. It's grayed out on my screen, and I can't even click on it myself. What the hell? Well, the third try did. The third try, right after Chris said work for me, the link after that is the one that looked like it worked for me, but already did it. What did you do? Oh, you linked to my shop. Okay. Oh, but you know what? That's not my shop. That's through the marketplace. Hang on a minute. Copy. That's my Etsy shop. And it won't let me put it on there. What the hell? Doesn't matter. You guys know where it is. All right. I think I'm going to wrap her up. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I guess that's good. Yeah. We will stream again soon. And by soon, I mean maybe a few weeks. Depending on what happens with the hurricane. Oh my gosh. Just thinking everybody that's anywhere near that monster. And hoping it goes off to sea quickly. But all right, guys, I'm going to run. And thanks for coming back and doing a double dip. Hey, Linda. Coming back and doing a double dip with me for part 2. And that's it. I'll see you later.